Alright, the probably final support batch is here for both Liael and Morta along with Rezael. And I'm a little disappointed that we don't get an ultimate form of Rezael to finish off Phantom Gap. So let's begin. So we start off with the Liael support with Grin's son, Upsachi, which is a grade 1 with powering skills. Auto, when placed on rearguard during turn or discarded from your hand during turn, choose a grade 3 Liael from your red deck, and if either that or your Vanguard's at least a grade 3 Liael, look at top blue cards of your deck to choose up to one card from them to either put it to the soul or discard it and put the rest in the bottom deck in any order. Then if your opponent's Vanguard's at least grade 3, choose one of your Vanguards to supply key power in the turn. Basically helps out Liael to filter out with soul, and also could be a discard fodder, which could actually be very nice for Liael or Morta, just because of Protagonist's mandatory discard if you have a card in your hand. Although I would say you probably don't even have space to run this, but it can be helpful to recur some soul. And then we go to Knight of Virtue and DZ-BT14, which is grade 1 with compound skills. Auto, when discarded from hand during your turn, choose a grade 3 Liael from your red deck, and either that or your Vanguard's at least grade 3 Liael. Look at top parts of your deck to choose up to one card from one of them and discard it. Of course, shuffle your deck, which is once again another discard fodder and could be a useful skill to fill up your drop zone of needed cards. And it's also nice that you could discard this for the early game just to set up your drop zone a bit, even though you are returning your stealth most likely from your grade 2, but also setting up your binds, which is also very helpful. And speaking of grade 2, sometimes you do lack units that you want to put back to the bottom of the deck, even though you want to put all 3, so it does just add a little more consistency to put all 3 back in your deck. But anyway, with the second skill, auto drop at the start of main phase, if you have at least a grade 3 Vanguard Liael, cost energy plus 3, call this to rearguard, and your opponent's Vanguard's at least grade 3 plus 5 key power as well. This card is just very helpful for the fact that not only that it's a discard fodder, but also a drop zone caller. And it's also a booster on top of it, which Liael could actually really make use of because Protagonist really needs all the bodies that it could get. And based on my experience, more so the boosters. And now to the Rezael stuff with Petrifaction Angel, which is a grade 1 with compound skills. Auto rearguard, when this unit boosts its attack hits a Vanguard, choose one of your grade 3 Rezaels from your right deck, reveal it, and either that or your Vanguard's at least a grade 3 Rezael. Look at top second of your deck, choose up to one mythic unit from among them, and reveal it and put it to your hand. Of course, shuffle your deck, and if you put a card to your hand, put this card to soul. Attack hit for a top 7 search for a very specific card. Yeah, I don't see a point of running this, especially when you have other ways to just straight up search it or even just superior call it from the top 5 or 7. And finally to our last card, Knights of Great Flavor Orcades, which is a grade 2 with second power skills. Auto, when placed on rearguard from hand, choose a grade 3 Rezael from your right deck, reveal it, and if you revealed or either your grade 3 Vanguard is a Rezael, search your deck for one normal unit that is not Sentinel with grade less than or equal to your Vanguard and put it in the drop, and of course shuffle your deck. This could actually be very useful for the deck just so you could actually call necessary pieces, because sometimes you don't even get those necessary pieces you want in the drop zone, so just being able to search throughout your whole deck is already very good. But the second skill makes it even better, where auto rearguard, when this unit attacks, if you have at least a grade 3 Vanguard Rezael plus 5 key power in your battle, and then at the end of the battle put this to soul to draw a card, but if you use divine skill during the fight, plus 10k instead. So it's a search on call and also has a nebulous like ability, except that this one's a big beater instead of letting you peek the top card of your deck. Definitely replacing Impervious Dragon, especially for the fact that this card letting you search really helps out the deck a lot, especially for necessary pieces to put to your drop zone. And also once again, you can use this in the early game as well, so it could be an early game beater if you need to. And then next week we got the new Nirvana with the ride line, so I am very excited for this, although a little surprised that they didn't put like a question mark card and then it happens to be a new form Rezael, but still excited because I do play the deck. And so that's it for the new support for Liael along with Rezael. What do you guys think of it? Overall, they're just both cool support, basically added consistency search basically, and funny how both cards are very similar for the fact that you just put a card from your deck to the drop zone, but overall both very helpful for the deck. But I am a little disappointed that we didn't see a final ultimate form of Rezael here, but at the same time, if they're gonna have a final ultimate form of Rezael, I am kinda glad that they're not spoiling it just yet, and I am still hoping that Festival Booster is gonna have it, just because it's a Pro Tag themed set. And it will feel kinda weird that Akina doesn't really get a final boss card comparison to the other Pro Tags. So I am really hoping for a final ultimate form of Rezael, even if it's in Festival Booster, which is literally the next set. But in that's it for this, and see you next time.